my name is Shirley, and today I'm going to be talking about internet marketing, and I'm going to be talking about my paper, Can Social Media Sites Contribute to Company Success? Many organizations today are being forced to rethink their business plans and tactics due to the emergence of new technologies such as the internet. Internet-based companies are becoming so popular that they are putting many traditional brick-and-mortar organizations out of business. Consumers are taking advantage of the internet in order to do product research as well as purchasing products, all from the convenience of their own home. Organizations should realize that social media sites are not going anywhere and that they can be utilized to market, promote, and sell their products for free or for a small fee. Blogs and discussion boards are a type of social media that businesses can benefit from by reading and researching what their customers think about various products. Social media can be a great tool for businesses to use today, but organizations must ensure that they have a quality product and that they have a competitive edge, or else these social media sites could cause undesired results. Can social media sites contribute to company success? Having an internet presence on a social media platform such as Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or LinkedIn has been a trend that is growing in popularity, and it can be both an opportunity and a challenge for many business owners. Social media is defined as a network of sites where users are able to interact with one another by sharing information or discussing various topics. A recent report from the Nielsen Company has said that the popularity of social media is undeniable and that users spend nearly a quarter of their time online on social networks and blog sites. On the other hand, since social media sites are slightly unfamiliar territory for some, it is understandable that only 23% of respondents indicated that they trust content from these social media environments. One of the biggest perks associated with having a social media website is the ability to increase web traffic, which can result in increased sales and brand awareness. Gems.com is an example of a company that receives up to 10 to 12% of their site traffic from individuals who found their company on Facebook. Gems.com is a company that gets between 400,000 to 500,000 page views and more than 100,000 unique viewers, which is an increase of 5% as compared to 6 months prior. A recent study by Demand Gen Report has indicated that B2B buyers have changed the way they do research and engage in the buying process. With the emergence of newer technology over recent years, buyers indicate that they are replacing some of the traditional purchase processes by searching the internet for information and peer-oriented opinions about specific products before making a purchase. After asking individual buyers what sources they use for product research and selection, it was clear that vendor websites and searches were the most significant sources that influenced their buying decisions. Some of the other significant influencers include webinars, white papers, and social media, including discussion threads. Twitter, Facebook, and many other social media platforms allow an unparalleled ability for individuals to connect with other individuals who have used or purchased specific products that a buyer is considering for purchase. Organizations realize that buyers can be viewed as free advertising agents if they are pleased and delighted with one of the products they purchased. Many individuals will post information about a great product as well as complaints that they have about a product on social media sites where a large audience has the ability to view this raw, unedited information. If a business ensures that it is producing a quality product, social media can be helpful to promote the product and to achieve more sales. On the other hand, if a buyer buys a product that they are very unhappy with, they may feel inspired to post complaints on discussion boards pertaining to that product. This could deter other individuals from purchasing that product as well as affecting the company's image. This proves that social media can be a free advertising platform for a company's products, but there's always the risk of bad publicity which can occur from a company's presence on one of these sites. An example of a situation where social media worked to boost sales includes the social media efforts of Kraft Foods' Stride Gum. In 2010, Stride Gum launched a Facebook application called Change Your Flavor, Change Your Life, which was focused on promoting the new Stride Shift Gum. Marketers for Stride products realized that its target audience was mostly comprised of teenagers and young adults with a fan base of over 700,000 on Facebook. Many individuals and fans of Stride Gum products were familiar with the Ram, who was always trying to get chewers of Stride products to spit them out. This well-known ram has now become the face of Stride Gum on Twitter. One of the biggest challenges that business owners have faced with social media has been finding an accurate way to measure the return on investment that is associated with having a presence on a social media site. StrideGum is monitoring the number of individuals that actually engage with their newest application that is found on their social media site, as well as what types of conversations are developed due to this effort. Businesses can also use social media sites to get opinions from consumers, as well as asking for assistance from fans on various product decisions. In 2009, Stride Gum released a new product but did not have enough time to come up with a name for the new flavor. Stride responded by asking consumers on Facebook what they thought the new gum should be named, and contained a link that fans could click on that linked the individuals to the Stride Gum website where they could vote. The response was overwhelming and produced more than 300,000 entries. Business owners are realizing that they need to be where their customers are, and they cannot just sit back and expect for new customers to seek them out. This is why it is important to use platforms such as Twitter or Facebook to reach customers. Posting stories, events, product reviews, and user videos can help customers feel more connected to a company. It can also make a customer feel like they have nothing to lose because it appears that a company has nothing to hide. Some businesses have put such a focus on social platforms that they may have even hired dedicated social media staffers who are in charge of every aspect pertaining to these sites. Even though it is hard to measure the exact effects of social media, many of these sites help to enhance their existing products as well as driving new revenue and promoting new products. The single greatest challenge that remains is how to measure the effects of social media networking and if it is worthwhile for companies to adopt. There is no way to put value on the 100,000 fans that a company may have on Facebook. Dan Neely, CEO of Networked Insights, which is a Wisconsin-based analytics company that uses social media to help clients make marketing decisions, has said that the value of social media is it's the richest data set that's ever existed. The data that can be obtained from a social media site can be used to determine what customers' wants and needs are, as well as information posted by buyers that describes their experiences and opinions about a product. Many businesses are starting to realize the importance of social media platforms and are revamping their advertising efforts and allotting more of a budget for social media efforts. According to a survey of 1,000 marketers taken by Exact Target, 70% said they plan to increase spending in social media, but less than 20% said they could effectively measure the return on investment. Businesses are not the only entities that can use social media sites to promote their businesses. President Barack Obama was the first presidential candidate who was able to understand the true power of social media platforms. He was able to reach an enormous audience by using social media, including blogs, Flickr, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, MySpace, and various faith, age, race, and event-based networks. These social media efforts paid off and show that many Americans are catching on to these trends. An example of a well-known company that decided to drastically change its approach to advertising and marketing by using social media is Pepsi Company. Even though many businesses are still not sure about the true effects of social media, Pepsi is allotting a large amount of money to be used towards social media efforts. In order to accomplish this strategy, Pepsi was unable to appear in the Super Bowl for the first time in 23 years. Pepsi decided to redirect the money that would have been used for the Super Bowl towards an ambitious social marketing centered program called Refresh Everything that will direct $20 million to charities. Even though Pepsi's Refresh Everything campaign uses social media to promote the concept, Pepsi is still using traditional elements such as TV commercials and media advertisements to appeal to audiences. Pepsi also uses stars such as Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon, and the New Orleans quarterback and Super Bowl hero Drew Brees to add to the appeal of the social media campaign. Since the return on investment for social media efforts are difficult to measure, Pepsi is trying new methods such as using a scorecard that can gauge people's perception of Pepsi and how their perception has changed in recent years. Pepsi is also using social monitoring tools to track the number of voice and mentions in social media as well as traditional media such as traffic to the Refresh site, time spent exploring the site, and various customer submissions and comments. Pepsi is hoping that this scorecard, along with traditional measurement methods, will determine if the program is having an impact in the community as well as an impact in the overall perception of the Pepsi company as a whole. Even though Pepsi is taking a large risk by focusing efforts on social media networks, Coke is starting to take notice of these efforts and responded by starting their own Facebook campaign, along with donating $1 million to the Boys and Girls Club of America for every visitor. I'm sorry, $1 to the Boys and Girls Club of America for every visitor, as well as every time a virtual gift is sent. An example of a company who has benefited from positive social media efforts has been Dell Computers. Dell was originally known as the company that chose to ignore the growing popularity of the social web. In 2005, Dell Computers was negatively blogged about on Facebook, and individuals who shared their unhappiness with Dell products convened in the blog named Dell Hell. Dell has realized the importance of the social web and has gone on to become a social media leader, ranked by VidTrue as one of the 10 social media brands of 2009. Dell now credits its social media efforts for racking up to $6.5 million in sales through Twitter, while connecting with 3.5 million consumers on social sites and its own, as well as soliciting consumer ideas and input through sites such as Dell IdeaStorm and Dell Tech Center. Julie Petch, the president of the Jetstar Group in Toronto, has said, "It's time we regain our confidence in the fundamentals and view social media marketing for what it really is, a conversation." Social media sites should be looked at as opportunities for business owners to have an inside look at what their customers are saying about their products. These sites allow for individuals to give their unedited opinions on specific products, as well as expressing changing needs and desires. Business owners should take advantage of this information that is free if it is posted on a social media site, as compared to expensive survey information that must be purchased from various companies. Petch also explains that it is best for business owners to listen and learn what their customers are talking about and how they feel about various products. These blogs and postings can provide an unbiased and deeper understanding of what customers are saying. This can also result in an undesired effect of negative publicity if a product is getting bad reviews from consumers. Business owners should focus efforts on pinpointing product problems by listening for insights into areas where improvements can be made, such as customer service, product quality, or product features. Social networking first started as a way for people to reconnect with former classmates and has individuals connect with individuals that have similar interests, as well as a way for businesses to connect with consumers. Social media is appealing because communication is usually done by consumers in their personal space where they are most comfortable and most open, which can increase vulnerability. Not all age groups respond to social media sites in the same way. Business owners should identify their target audience as well as specific factors such as age and life stage. A business may decide to put a large focus on increasing social media traffic if their target audience is a younger generation who is more familiar to newer types of social media as compared to a traditional retired 90-year-old man who may not own a computer. Information obtained by the web information database Alexa.com shows that Facebook, MySpace, and YouTube are three of the top 5 most visited websites in the United States. All of these social media sites allow individuals and businesses to gather research for free instead of paying thousands of dollars for survey data. Social media sites also have the advantage of providing online communities or groups where a large group of people convene who have similar interests. These groups can reach and appeal to a large specific audience, and this can be a way to utilize free marketing techniques such as mass emails, promotions, and discounts, all while building brand awareness at the same time. YouTube, a free popular social media site, allows the uploading and viewing of videos. If used correctly, YouTube can also be used as a free marketing tool that will most likely receive a large amount of exposure. An example of a company who used YouTube and was very pleased with their results was a company in the Midwest that spent $5,000 to create videos of its blender smashing almost anything. The word of the YouTube video with the blender that destroyed everything from food products to golf balls was popular with viewers and resulted in the company having a 200% increase in sales. Sales were increased because the video was viewed by a large audience, which resulted in more visits to the corporate website. Social media can be an extremely beneficial tool for organizations to use in order to reach and appeal to a specific audience. The internet has changed the way the business world is doing business, and social media sites will most likely continue to grow in popularity in coming years. Organizations should try to utilize these social media sites to have the competitive edge to find out what their customers want and to reach and appeal to a larger audience. Thank you very much.